All right, troops, welcome to Actually. My name is Owen. Hello, J-Man, Stephen, and Charlie. How are you?
What's
Hello.
happening?
So, no John or Sean tonight. They have better plans, which I'm slightly crestfallen about, but whatever. That's fine.
Yeah.
We'll just shit talk about them. Fuck
We're
these
not
guys.
cool enough to hang out with those
Yeah.
guys anymore, I guess. Jeez.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
I
not
guess
putting
not.
their links in the chat. How you like that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Why not? They're not here.
right. No new follows for you guys.
No, the,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
protocol is that if you're not on, then I don't post the link. But the links are anyways.
Yeah, they're there anyway.
They're there somewhere.
They're there somewhere, but I'm not going to highlight them.
Right.
If because I don't, also they might not agree with what we say.
That's
So
true.
there is a
true.
liability issue. They might think that
They might
they
sue
might
us.
be,
or
they might
something.
be idiots and think this movie sucks. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
You never know.
You never know.
You can't
Yeah.
trust him, man. You can't trust him.
Yeah.
No, you
Especially
cannot.
that Sean guy. He's got beady
Nope.
eyes.
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, so tonight we are discussing The Long Kiss Goodnight from Shane Black and Rennie Harlan directing with Geena Davis and Samuel L. Jackson. Now, this being a Shane Black film, it is, of course, set at Christmas. So I thought, okay, well, this is pretty much the one and only Christmas chat we're going to have this week. Damn it, we should be wearing our Santa hats, Charlie. I never thought
Ah,
of that.
damn, I totally forgot that.
Yeah, See,
I'm
it's
wearing
kinda too early.
Fucker.
That's true. Yeah.
I haven't had deviled eggs yet. That's tomorrow. Like,
Yeah, you see, it's not Christmas yet, really, but like next week is our final one because I'm going away for Christmas, whatever, and I just don't want to do this for a few weeks. So, well, anyway,
we need a break.
so yeah, and then next week we're doing the year in action and going over the highs and lows, and then we'll be back in January. I've decided that we are going to continue doing this. I wasn't going to, but this is how to speak to Charlie and John and how we all just speak to each other whenever we can. So, in the new year, we'll come back in January and discuss the most anticipated movies for next year and a few other things. I have some ideas, but for now, The Long Kiss Goodnight. So, I just got the 4K of this. Does anybody else have the 4K?
No, I didn't even realize a 4K was out yet for this. So
Yeah,
I looked it up.
it's a beauty. So I meant to actually have it, but it's out in the front room. It's actually really, it looks and sounds great. That's pretty much what I say in every review for 4K. Like, yeah, picture looks good, sounds nice. You know, it's like, what about HDR? The what?
It does have
Yeah, right.
it is HDR. though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's the thing. But it's just whenever people are asking you,
It would say it, right?
yeah, when they go into
What?
like the detail or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Just leave me alone.
I mean, it's pretty much
Um,
to a point. If it's a practical movie done, in the
Yeah.
90s or something, it's gonna transfer really fucking good on the 4K.
And that's the thing, because there's no like CG or anything, then it looks amazing. Like all these older films look great. I personally love this movie. I feel so bad that Geena Davis was in these two flops, this and Cutthroat Island, because I love them both. I think this
Same.
is the better movie, but I still love them both. I thought she was great as a potential action star, and it's a shame that they weren't more successful, because this is a great movie, great script with Shane Black, lots of one-liners. Samuel L. Jackson, yeah, yes, Miss Daisy, I be honking. Love all that. Some great action scenes. I kind of love how it just embraces the ridiculousness. Like, I love when they're jumping out of the window and they machine gun the ice and then they fall through the ice. I mean, it's just so dumb. It's like a cartoon. I was like, I love this. It's brilliant. I love the ending where the fight. Is that the Rainbow Bridge? Is that the Rainbow Bridge to Lewiston?
Probably is.
And that's what it feels like. And I was like, you have a final action scene at Niagara Falls. Like, that's awesome. And then I love her final killing line, which is die screaming motherfucker. I love all that. Great score. So yeah, no, this is actually one of my favorite holiday movies. I've always watched this every December. I only just watched it last month when I got the 4K, so I'm not going to watch it this Christmas. But those are my thoughts on the movie. So over to you, Stephen.
Oh, so this is one of those movies where when it first came out, I couldn't. I was reading the movie magazines and they're like, "Oh, this is Rennie Harlan's comeback vehicle, him and Geena Davis," and I'm like, "From what?" Oh, from that.
Where'd they go?
Yeah, from that terrible Cutthroat Island. I'm like, that wasn't terrible. What are you talking about? Like, I don't know how Pirates of the Caribbean got so popular, because Cutthroat Island was better than any of them except
Correct.
possibly Part 4 and Part on Stranger Tides, which I like.
Yeah, it's the only one I like. It's the one everyone hates. So what do we do?
But other than that, like, Cutthroat Island is way better than Pirates to me, so I don't understand why. But they're like, this is their big comeback vehicle, and I don't know why I didn't watch this in the theater. I literally can't. I didn't
either. Yeah.
I have no idea, because this looks like the sort of movie I would have gone to and seen in the theater back in 1995, I think, when it came out.
96 is Long Kiss.
96. Okay, So still would have gone to a theater at that time. I was like, I was going into university, I think, at that point. So, and for some reason, it's a movie I always remained interested in, but I never saw until for the stream. But I did have it on Blu-ray because there was a 3-pack that came out, and it was Deep Blue Sea. It was this, and it was Snakes on a Plane. Now,
hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
Deep Blue Sea is awesome. I love Deep Blue Sea.
I love Deep Blue Sea. It's my second favorite shark movie.
And Snakes on a Plane, I mean, you basically have Samuel Jackson saying, I'm tired of these motherfucking snakes on this. What more do you want? I don't care. It's called Snakes on a Plane.
Exactly.
It is what it is.
It delivers exactly what you ask for.
That's it right there.
If you're going to a movie called Snakes on a Plane expecting Shakespeare, you won't be disappointed. It is Snakes on a Plane. Anyhow, so I sat down and watched this movie, and I knew I was going to like it because, again, it was one of those movies where I'm like, it's Shane Black, it's Rennie Harlan, Geena Davis, Samuel Jackson. It's all these guys. Like, what the hell? Like, there's no way I'm not going to enjoy this. And shocker, I enjoyed it. It was a really damn good film. Like it is, it knows what it is, right? It doesn't try to pretend to be anything else. I really liked, I actually liked Geena Davis as the unsuspecting school teacher. I liked her a lot for some reason. I was like, yeah, I'm into this. I'm into her, like, trying to find out who she is. And she's like, I was born 8 years ago and all that. Samuel Jackson is just Samuel Jackson. Like, that guy he was originally supposed to be killed at the end of his movie. Mm-hmm. And someone actually said in one of the press screenings, you can't kill Sam Jackson. So they changed it so he did not die because you don't kill Sam Jackson. I agree with that. When she kicks him out of the car, and he's just lying there on the street, and he just puts a cigarette in his mouth. And he's just he's just like, whatever at this point. Like, this is like, if you think about it, this guy's been through the ringer at this point. So he's just like, I don't care. Like, whatever. I'm lying in a street. Why? I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I love this scene at the end where he's like covered in blood. You can't kill me, motherfucker. This movie, there's a YouTube. I don't endorse usually other channels or anything, but there's a YouTube video called the 100 best. I think it's the 100 best movie threats of all time. And I watched this thing. I must have seen this thing 100 times because I laugh my ass off at it every time. It's literally just 100 movie threats. And there's 2 movie threats from this movie in the compilation. One is at the start where Samuel Jackson is in there and Rex Wynn's in there with the Samuel Jackson's partner. And, where he's like, if you do this, and then I'll hire, so if you get out of this, I will personally hire someone to ass fuck you, blah, blah, blah.
That was so funny.
And then when Craig Bierko, the villain, is like closing the door, she says, you're going to die screaming. That also is in the compilation. So this already has to it. It's got a very witty script. Craig Bierko, I don't know if I'm saying his name right. He is awesome in this movie. And he is the lead in a criminally underrated film called The 13th Floor, which everyone seems to have forgotten about. But this is a genius movie. And if you haven't seen it, see The 13th Floor. It is brilliant.
I've heard of that. Didn't Roland Emmerich produce that or something? I remember his name attached to it.
Man,
I'm not sure. I did see that. I did see that one in the theater. I did not see this one.
Yeah, J-Man showed that one to me, and I'm like, it's genius. And he's the lead in that. Unfortunately, he never went anywhere, but he's brilliant in this film. Just a perfect, cold, soulless, assassin. He doesn't care.
Continue to die.
This is your kid. He's like, I don't care. Like that sort of thing. Like. I love, harken back to these movies where everything was simpler. There was no need to go back and get into everyone's backstory. It's like, I'm an assassin. I don't give a shit. I'll blow up people. I don't give a rat's ass. That's it. Simple. I don't need this 20-minute backstory to how he got this way. This is how he is. That's it. David Morse, solid. Always David Morse, you know.
Always is, yeah. Love David Morse. Yeah.
Brian Cox made me cry with laughter when about the cat, when he was like, this dog, or the dog, this dog has been licking its ass for 3 hours. It should only take 1 hour. So therefore,
because if it's coming out, it's coming out. If it ain't coming out, it's not meant to come out.
Like, just, you know, and he dies too soon. I would have loved to see him, you know, make it through the movie. But like, just his lines were awesome, man. I love that guy. There's no negatives for me. I walked into this movie thinking it's going to be a fun action movie with some great action scenes, and that's exactly what it was. And I walked out like, perfect. That's what I paid for. That's what I wanted.
Yeah, excellent. G-Man.
Sure. Want to quickly thank RR though, because he couldn't make it tonight. He wants to be in chat. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate the $5. Sadly, I'm at work, can't join you. This movie's pure joy. Shane Black dialogue is peak. Yep, I agree with that. Sam Jackson's favorite role. Yep, he did say that. 9 out of 10. Yeah, it's an easy 9 out of 10. So thanks for that, buddy. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is an awesome movie. This is like Shane Black actually has a lot of, almost all of his movies are written in a cool way. They're fun and they feel like they're fresh anyways. Like, it's not like he's not the first guy to come up with anything, but whatever he comes up with seems to be a really fun version of it. So I was looking at his other movies, except for a couple of, like, you know, Iron Man 3 comes to mind, but it's not so much his fault on that one. I think it's just like more like studio involvement, but this movie has a lot going for it. All the dialogue is great. All the characters are great. I like that her husband isn't like a bad guy or something stupid, right? And they're together at the end. Like, there's a lot of fun things going on. Like you point out, there's like some silly things going on, but there's no stupid shit. And what I mean by stupid shit is like, oh, the husband's now really a bad guy, and oh, he's a dick or something, and she can finally fight back again. There's no stupid crap. It's just like, no, he's a normal person. And they have a kid, and the girl's not an annoying kid. No. She's not a kid who misbehaves. She's not a brat. She's not, but she's not an emotional wreck. She's just normal kid. Yep. Like Steve was saying, it's like this is a normal family. That's it. It could have been like, if it didn't have the second act of action, like if it didn't have her remembering that she was an assassin, it could have just been a very decent family movie with her having no memory and stuff. Like it was and then the action parts are awesome too. So you got two movies in one, and both movies are awesome for their own thing. I like the family stuff where we're baking shit and and then she starts to chop. She's like, oh my God, I've got these chopping skills. That's kind of neat. Maybe I was like a world-class chef or something, I don't know. So, stuff like that. And I like how it slowly breaks through. The kid gets injured or the kid falls. It's like, get up. It's like, whoa, what the shit? What the hell? What the hell's your problem? That was good. Like Sam Jackson, his intros. First of all, that's clearly not a cop. That's that entire beginning is so funny. And it's like, fine, give me some money. And it's like he's wearing like fake cop disguise outfit. Like he's got it's like okay, you're clearly not a police officer. I love it. It's so fun. That Shane Black, that humor is there, that kind of really fun. So that's good. When it needs to be serious, it's damn serious, and it's pretty brutal. When it needs to be funny, it is funny. When it needs to be just like sweet, it is. Like I've been watching while you guys, like, I always watch whatever movie we're talking about while we're streaming. It just helps me connect to it again. So anyways, then she's given the necklace or the bracelet and stuff, she puts it on the teddy bear. Like, that's nice. There's some nice stuff going on there too. The mystery's pretty cool. Like discovering, who you are. Sam Jackson is there to be there because he's awesome, but also it does make sense that he's there. Like, and then he stays on, and that's kind of cool. And I don't know. I really like this. I like Geena Davis was like awesome in this. Like Sam Jackson's awesome because it's Sam Jackson. That's a cool character.
Sam Jackson,
it's written for him to say those lines and be cool. But Geena Davis is putting in a legit good performance.
Yeah, she feels like two different people.
Big time. I gotta tell you, I'm in the this girl can't fight, it's fake, so I don't know. I can't get out of it. Like that was my ballerina thing. I'm just like, no, I just can't. I don't know. I couldn't buy her in this one because of Geena Davis's performance. I totally bought it. This is one of the few ones where I'm like, you know what? Because I didn't see this when it came out because I thought, oh boy, this is not going to be, unless it's a superhero thing or Tomb Raider or some kind of fake. Like if you're trying to tell me this is a legit person, I'm like, I had it on DVD, and I don't know if I bought it on DVD or someone gave it to me. Steve, do you remember giving me a DVD of it? No. So then I bought it. I bought it on DVD anyways because I like Geena Davis. Even though I was like, I'm not going to like this. I was like, holy crap, this is awesome, right? So I was like, okay, it is. So she really, because she's so badass, and she's badass in her talking too. Like she's like, okay, let me go now, and I promise I'll let you'll have the use of your legs or something. I don't know what that. And it's like, no, and he's torturing her. Like she goes through a lot of damage.
That water scene where she's on the wheel.
Yeah. And what's so genius, I like when characters get out of it on their own. She gets out of it, but then she remembers that he puts the gun in his front or whatever in his thing. So she pulls that. But she did get out of the ropes, and then she chooses like, I like that. It makes me believe in the character. And when I believe in the character, then it's good. And they set this movie up that way. I think that they knew that no one's going to believe Geena Davis is this fighting kick-ass woman character. Cutthroat Island bombed. It did bomb, but that movie cost a lot of money. It cost like $100 million and it made 15. Yeah. This movie did not. I don't know. Is this a bomb? It cost 65. It made 95. So that's not too bad.
Because it's got to make double it.
It's got to double it. For it to be. But we don't know what they really spent back time. There was no merchandising. There's probably not much advertising. It's not like it is now.
Just posters and trailers then.
Yeah. Not now where it's a machine of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, look, Superman Coke bottles, right?
Yeah. Just breaking even though is not what they're wanting to do.
It was not what they want.
They treat that as it failed. Even if you did
it's a fail, but it's not a Cutthroat Island, which is an awesome movie, is a super mega fail.
Yeah.
This is legit. Like Cutthroat Island, I guess they're like, we don't care about pirates or something. I don't know. I just didn't catch on with people.
Because the media told people to hate it before it came out, and they're like, this movie's got such a big budget. It's going to be terrible. We hate this movie because it's got a big budget. Okay, why?
It got
what is it you hate about it? It got
Waterworld.
Yeah.
It totally did. But that's what it is. That's when the critics and media had even more power than they do now.
Right.
Yeah. Now we have our little vestiges we can go to and realize, oh wait, this isn't a piece of shit. We can go talk to people that actually saw it. But back then, maybe your buddy went and saw it. And he's like, oh, it was pretty good.
It was pretty good. Right.
Are you going to go drop the money or spend the time to go watch that one? Or what else even came out at that time in 96 too, that it was competing?
Yeah. I'm thinking that I didn't know, like, to me, this was a Geena Davis movie. I'm not sure how aware of Sam Jackson's filmography I was. Like, I would have been like, oh yeah, that guy. He's been in other things, right? Mm-hmm. So it wasn't obvious. Shane Black would not have known that name.
Yeah.
I would not have known. Is it Rennie Harlan? Who did Rennie Harlan?
Rennie Harlan.
What did he make at the time?
You wouldn't have known about
Die Hard 2, Cliffhanger.
See, I knew those movies obviously, but I did not. I wasn't paying attention to who's directing those kinds of, like, to me, Die Hard is Bruce Willis's movie. Like, it's all about Bruce Willis being awesome, right? You don't think it's only later on you start to be like, whoa, Brian Cox, what the shit, right? Like, so he starts to remember, these guys are all in, all these bit characters are other cool actors. You don't know that as a kid, so you're like, it's Geena Davis. She's not going to be this badass chick, but she is. This movie's awesome. There you go.
I forgot two lines I want to talk about too. Is like when Geena Davis turns to Samuel Jackson, she says, "Are you really this stupid, or did you take lessons?" And he looks at her, because you always hear that line and they never say, and they never answer. He answers. He's like, I took lessons.
Yeah. That's a Shane Black. Again, that's a clever. Shane Black is very clever.
Shane Black dialogue. Yeah.
Which see what I like, because he has to write the first question.
Yeah.
Like first he has to write her being a smart ass and asking that, and then he's got to write the response to that, right? Which is funny. So he's got to write it's double. It's not like I came in and added dialogue to make it, to punch it up.
Right. Yeah.
He's writing it. Like Shane Black was a very trusted. I haven't seen every movie of his, but like literally like the first like 7 or whatever it is it's crazy. Like every one of them is awesome, right? Like even if you only did well, I just had his page up. Where was it?
Like
Lethal Weapon, Monster Squad. Blast Boy Scout, Last Action
he
Hero.
Basically created the buddy genre really, because he wrote Lethal Weapon and he cemented it. I know there were other movies like 48 Hours was before.
Yeah, another 40 hours.
Yeah, but this one just was like the cop buddy genre, and he cemented it.
He got the Kim.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, that's what I was saying. He didn't create anything, but when you see his version, it's like that. He popularized. Yeah, like his version became that's the standard,
the template.
that we're gonna use, right? Even though look, Halloween's not the first slasher movie. No. Obviously, there's at least 2 or 3 you can name, but by the time John Carpenter comes in, boom! Hey, Angry Gamer. Hey, Classic Comics. How's it going, guys?
He elevated.
Yeah, when he came in, it's like boom. Now Lethal Weapon, that's the go-to. Well, nobody's really beaten Lethal Weapon Part 1. I would say. I'd have to think about that, but I don't think so. So no,
you're going to get close.
I don't have to think about it. It's been established.
Well, you're going to get close with movies like Bad Boys, stuff like
that.
Yeah,
well, no,
better on building. No,
Lethal Weapon's like way higher.
But to get close,
those
are going to be the only ones that are going to even touch.
Yeah, Lethal Weapon is definitely the top tier of that. Anyways, I'm done.
Yeah, and the other line was actually from the kid, and I don't think it was intentional. I don't know if it was intentional. But Geena Davis at the end is destroyed, right? Like she's cut up and all that. She's bleeding. She gets up and she lets the kid out, and the kid's like, "Mommy, I hit my head," and I just cracked right up because she hit her. Meanwhile, Geena Davis is destroyed.
Is dying.
Kids.
And I'm like, that's the perfect thing. The kid is so like, "Oh, mommy,"
Right.
It's what a kid would do.
I was just gonna say it's what a kid.
I don't care what you do when you walk in the house. If they have something to tell you, it doesn't matter if your arm fell off. I hurt my finger today too, Daddy. Can I get a Band-Aid? I'm like, in a minute. Okay, I need to tend to my missing arm.
Which is in the machine over there.
Yeah, it's over there. It's still running, by the
way.
It's like Charlie.
Steve was talking about lines. We cannot not talk about the why are you put the gun in your pocket? He goes, yeah, I'm not going to put it in the front of my pants because I'll shoot my dick off. She goes, oh, you're a marksman now? And that line,
just really sharp dialogue
sends me every fucking time. It's so good. I came into this movie later. I think it was kind of that, like, I don't know exactly what this is. Like, I may have seen a trailer or, just seeing it on the rental place, but Dad rented it. And I guess I didn't watch it when he got it because we rented it again, like a few weeks later. And he's like, we need to watch this. I'm like, okay, you really liked it. We rarely rented a movie multiple times, because by that time go buy it. And my dad he knew his favorite parts, her chopping up the vegetables. He fucking loved it. Throws the knife. It's what chefs do. She does that whole thing. Scaring the kid, smoking the cigarette till he pisses his pants is, to this day, my dad will still talk about that. He's like, what's that movie where the kid pisses his pants? I'm like, Long Kiss Goodnight, Dad. He goes, that movie's fucking great. I love that movie. So I after I watched it that time, I went, oh, this is fantastic. This is probably also one of top 10 best ending explosions in a movie. It keeps going and go, like you're like, oh, okay, it blew up, and now that blew up, now that blew up, then cars falling, and the little girl's like, don't hit the cars. Sam Jackson just fucking death stares that little kid like, shut the fuck up, I'm trying here and I'm dying. But no, I really enjoy this movie a lot, and like J-Man was saying, I didn't know directors, but now it's like I like Rennie Harlan. You know, Die Hard 2, which you see a lot of Die Hard-isms in this movie. I had to look. I was like, I don't think Rennie did Vengeance, and it was Tierman. But I was like, helicopter getting shot at, Samuel L. Jackson. I was like, I've seen this movie before somewhere. But this was just a ton of fun. I will say it's a 2-hour long action movie that doesn't feel like it's 2 hours long.
Every scene is necessary in it. Yeah.
And it's perfectly paced as far as exposition, dialogue, action. That you never get bored in this movie. We just recorded our covering of Reindeer Games, and Reindeer Games with Ben Affleck. It's like they tried to do that. They tried to mix a thriller, a comedy, and an action movie. But it feels like every scene was, okay, now you're in a comedy movie. Okay, good. Now you're in a thriller. Okay, good. And they just edited it all together, and it doesn't flow.
It's a bit weird. Yeah, I still like it though.
I still like it too. Yeah, but I could totally exactly what you're saying. It's like they're not, in my opinion, they're not failing in every aspect, but they're not succeeding. But in this one, they are succeeding.
And that's what I said. I watched the theatrical. My other two co-hosts watched the directors, and it was like 2 hours. And I went, there's a great movie in that 2 hour cut.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I could edit that down to 90 minutes and keep it flowing. But and then I watched this that is 2 hours, and I go, this is how you fucking do it.
Yeah.
Like this, and we were just talking about the Shane Black effect. I mean, this is also this broke his record for script.
Like 4 million or something. And then he quit Blockbusters for a decade after it. Yeah.
Well, it's because no one else would want to work with him because he's taking all the money out of the system.
Yeah.
That was his pay, you guys are saying?
Yeah.
He got paid for.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
For a script. Like that's
what you should get paid though. Like you're the creator of the fucking movie. You should be getting that kind of money for it more than pretty much anybody else.
Everyone just the writers are like the lowest. It's like because
that's why I stopped writing, because we all used to try writing scripts or whatever, and then you're just like, why bother? Yeah.
Well, and you hear the horror stories that it all changes. Now, every studio has changed a Shane Black one, because I swear, look up every movie he's written, and when you read the trivia, his version was darker, grittier, and sexier. It's almost all
the Last Boy Scout.
Exactly. Yeah. And they said it in this one. His was darker, grittier, and sexier. And I'm like, this movie's still pretty dark, gritty and sexy. Like a Geena Davis, dude. Like
we were all in love with her in the 90s.
My God, man. And they did it right too, where it's, I want to say tasteful, but it's kind of gratuitous. You get the good shower scene, her being dunked into the water.
It's entirely necessary.
It's 100% necessary. My favorite shot of her was after the water torture, and all you see is Sam Jackson laying in like the pit, chained up, and all he could see above is gunfire flashes.
Yeah, that's cool.
People dying, and then she opens that door, and it's the dark silhouette of. And she's standing there in that same underwear and nightgown, but it's dark. I was like, that's a fucking great shot. Like that's that woman hero moment for her that's not hitting us across the face like Avengers did. It's like, obviously she's badass.
Scene is so cringe.
It is. And J-Man was talking
geographically impossible. They're all everywhere else. Everywhere. How did they get? I can't.
I love that. That's all I had to say, and everyone knew the scene.
Like that's rage.
But and I like what J-Man was saying about how we believe her. It's because we are slowly built up into her abilities in this movie, and then that moment that Charlie takes over, Charlotte, and when she comes back up on that wheel, she changes her entire demeanor, and I'm like,
that's great acting.
It's great. I actually watched this movie going, I don't like Charlie, I like the other version of her, Samantha. But then at the end, you get a good blend of Charlie and Samantha, and I'm like, that's fucking good acting.
I think I went through those exact. I just rewatched it before the stream, and I had the same emotions. I'm like, I really like forget the regular Geena, right? She was really good. And then
I just want to watch her going on the Christmas parade in that Santa costume for an hour.
But then Charlie, you're like, oh, she's kind of a bitch. But then she kind of came back around. It was like it's two characters that evolved into one. That's awesome.
They had to remesh together. Oh, dude, when the movie just starts, her in the Christmas parade, she looks like that perfect suburban mom type visage to her. You're just like, you're hooked. That is the beauty of this movie. You're hooked from the beginning and you're on for the ride. Sam Jackson is just fucking fantastic in this movie.
Yeah, every line is hilarious. Yeah.
He Shane Black may have written it, but Sam Jackson knows how to deliver it. And it is so well done. I have zero complaints with this movie.
Yeah.
This is one that's always kind of been on our list for Christmas. We just hadn't got around to it. But now we're doing it now, so I don't need to do it anytime soon. Maybe next Christmas we'll cover it. So, but that's me.
Awesome. Yeah, I think I did see this in the cinema now that I think about it, because I remember the trailer grabbed me, because the trailer had The Eyes of Truth by Enigma in it, which is that big choral music that comes on during the explosion at the end of the trailer. And Cross of Changes is actually my favorite album of all time. Like Enigma is like my favorite music. I have all 8 albums, and
Nice.
I love it. And whenever they did it, it was in. I remember it was in 3 trailers in the 90s. It was used in Long Kiss Goodnight, Eraser, and The Matrix. 3 quality action movies there. So, and anytime I heard it, I was like, "That's The Eyes of Truth," and everyone's like, "The what?" And I'm like, "No." Nobody would get it.
Yeah, I would not have known it. I would not have known it.
I won't either, but
I do. It's one of my favorite pieces of music of all time. It's beautiful music. But yeah, as soon as I heard that, I was like, well, I have to see that movie. I have to see all of these movies, because if you use Enigma in your trailer, I'm there. So I used to be friends with one of the guys in Enigma on Facebook called Jens Scad, and we would communicate back and forth. I was like, oh my God, this is
that's awesome.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Love that kind of stuff.
Well,
I was just gonna say I like this. I think Steven brought it up, like kind of the simplicity of the movie itself. Like even the end, like the whole thing is wrapped around, we need money.
Yeah.
That, we're just going to set off this bomb, kill a bunch of people, get money for this agency, and fuck them. I'm like, it's pretty fucking simple. Like I can follow this. I don't need some global maniacal type thing going on, or some kind of mind fuck that they're just trying to get. It's not just central to her. Like she just knows a tidbit of information. They need to make sure who she told, and it's still going on. But to take 7 years to get a plan to go, because she knew about Project Honeymoon.
That's movie logic.
Yeah, I think, like you said, Owen, it's like taking a few things in this movie you have to just suspend disbelief. The shooting the ice when you jump out of it, the plot.
Although I did do that last week, admittedly.
As one would do.
But did they get? I know. I was trying to think back. I didn't have time to go back and watch it again. I was trying to think, like, did they actually say when because she was chasing those guys, and then the FBI guy or whatever, the CIA guy, hired them on, right? So it's like, I don't know what year it was, 7 or 8 years, but
maybe they dropped the info, because she was supposed to kill. I never can remember that guy's name.
I know. I don't.
One doing the water torture. He was in the Rock.
David
Morse.
David Morse is the actor. Yeah, that's what Classic Comics was saying. He's watching episodes.
He's one of my favorite actors, though, because he's one of these guys like Michael Biehn who is just, there's truth to every performance. You totally believe he is the character he is playing every time.
Solid. He's reliable.
Yeah. So that guy, they were together, and that was her target. But then we don't. I don't know if they actually said the timeline of when things changed, like when it. I don't know.
Because I just was curious, because they kept going, who have you talked to? What do they know? Because that's even what he says. We need to know what she knows. Who knows about me? Who knows about the plan?
Because I don't know if they think that she doesn't, if they're not buying the amnesia. Like
they aren't. But
right. So they're like, oh, she's been incognito this entire time, waiting for this opportunity.
Yeah.
See, the movie, you know what's funny? The movie is so smart that we're not expecting it to be as smart as it is. Yeah. I think, because remember, they really believe, they're like, you're buying this? Like, oh, she's incognito, right? And then she happened to just randomly get caught on tape because she was in her civilian guys or whatever. So I'm not sure. Sorry, Steve, what were you going to say?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Hey,
no,
Jimmy.
so what it was is that it was 8 years ago. Like, but she put the one guy away. She stabbed him, and he was at that point integral to depart. And then the guy who was the head of chapter is gone because it's a new guy now. It's a CIA guy now in charge, and he's taken over, and he's actually resurrected it.
So he may have taken over later.
Yeah, he took over later.
And we don't know how long that was.
No, we don't.
Because everything's like she's working on 8-year-old memories. So she's reverted to her old mission, which now is like not a mission anymore because the whole thing's been flipped, right?
Because it's like One-Eyed, I think his name's like literally One-Eyed Joe or something like that.
Yeah, One-Eyed
she
Jack.
stabs.
Jack,
so One-Eyed Jack. She stabs with that syringe. Well, that's another brutal scene where she stabs him with that syringe, but she breaks it off so that there's a reason he didn't die from the chemical he's getting ready to put in her. I was like,
details,
little details. I really enjoy.
Someone thought of that. Someone had to sit there and think, well, wait a minute. If you do this cool scene, but you're gonna inject the person. Like what? And
I'm sure, like, it's not like I'm trying to find loopholes. It was just like, did I miss something in? Because there's quite a bit of exposition going on, and it's all happening pretty fast.
I'm sure this goes.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Steve.
No, that's exactly right. It says 8 years ago he was on the hit list. Right.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was trying to figure out. And then he's like grilling her, but I like the theory of they don't believe her. They think she's been underground and undermining what's going on the whole time through chapter.
But
that totally makes sense. Like now, it's not even an issue to me.
Like, also too, it's all about getting like money and the budget. You want to have more,
making the budget bigger.
So and the thing is that if they're getting the budgets they need, they don't need. Basically, the idea that I took from this movie is that whenever a certain department of the government requires budget, they're going to get it by any means necessary, whether it means killing or not or whatever. And I watch this is Yes Minister. And Yes, Prime Minister, those British shows, those are great shows. Yeah, they're great. And in that one, they always say, well, we need to get more budget because it's like, he goes like, let me tell you about how government works. Every department is trying to get money. Mm-hmm. And when you get the money, you have to spend all of it because to justify later saying, well, we spent all of it. Now we need more for the next year or whatever, right? So he goes whether that just means buying anything. It's just like just buy whatever. Buy like a coffee machine for everybody. Like, okay, did we spend it all? No, we still buy everybody a swimming pool. No,
it's legit. My dad, for the United States parts, there's state departments, and Dad worked for VDOT, which was basically just road maintenance, things like that. He legitimately, we were talking about one day, he goes, that's a real thing. He goes, because at the end of the year, my bosses go over the budget. Right. We're allotted so much money. And at the end of the year, if we haven't spent it, we're out buying tools, buying vehicles. We have to spend the minimum that we're given or they shrink it. Yeah. Like, oh, you didn't need it this year. Because it was a lot of, if we don't have a bad winter, they don't have to buy as much salt. They don't have to pay as much overtime.
Same in Canada.
Yeah. So if they have a mild winter, they got to then spend that money somewhere so that when they do need it, they didn't lose that in the budget. So that makes 1,000% more sense to it.
Yeah. So I was just looking it up. So what it was originally they were going to do this project. They were going to do this thing where they were going to kill people, and it was the original guy Timothy, right? Mm-hmm. And it was One-Eyed Jack and all that. And she actually disrupted it. So now they're restaging it, but this time with the intention of doing it as a thing to get funding. And it's actually being funded by Perkins now, the CIA guy, right? Instead of the target, he brought them in, and they sort of talk about that where it's like, weren't you the bad guy at first? I was like, yeah, they don't care. Now they just want money.
Right. So now he needs them anyway, so may as well bring them all in.
They're both serve their purposes now. They're just teamed up to do it. Okay. Totally makes sense.
Yeah, so it's still a movie thing because coincidentally, the same guys are being used. I mean, like, there's no way you can, because a movie needs to show a certain amount of things in a certain amount of time. So you have to have coincidences because there's no other the movie won't exist.
Her being on television a day before the old landlady passes away and Sam Jackson finds her shit. Like that's the movie logic that I don't even worry about, because you have to get it to get me there.
That guy was watching TV at the exact. Why is that guy watching a parade? Maybe you can't change channels, so they force him to watch whatever channels they've got. Just so happens she's on there. He just happens to be sitting in the room alone, seeing that, going crazy.
Logic works.
I mean, it is what it is. It's a movie. Like, you can't escape that, right? But it's not beyond the realm of possibility.
No,
because
it's really not
in real life.
The realm of the one big disbelief is throwing a hand grenade that takes probably 35 fucking seconds to go off in the hallway. I swear to God, every time in these movies, you're like, anytime now. Yeah, it's not that long. Oh, we're going to shoot the window, run past the grenade. Because remember, they were blocked. So they had to run past it, jump, and then it blows up, and then jump into the thing. I was just like, the grenade would have went off like 5 times by now. I don't know what grenade we're using in this movie.
Grenades all have different time codes depending on what the scene is. Some grenades immediately explode. Like when a bad guy's got one on his thing and it gets stuck, that one explodes immediately.
That's instantly. You know what? RoboCop fixed that.
Yeah.
You know, the timer on the bomb, set it down there, pull the pin, do your shit, and walk away. That's the only one that ever got it 100% right.
Well, that was the future, though, so they were more.
That's true. This was more of a dialed number that you dial in the grenade.
Controversial comment. Clarence Boddicker is my favorite villain of the 80s. Everybody else says Hans Gruber, and I was like, yeah, but Clarence Boddicker scared me as a kid. Like, I thought he was fucking terrifying.
Clarence Boddicker, like, tortured and killed people for fun.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't see Hans Gruber is a more sophisticated,
suave and sophisticated. Like, I get why people would follow him.
Yeah. You know, he draws people in. That's how he got so many henchmen. But he's not even his own henchmen are more scary than Hans Gruber.
Yeah.
Clarence is scarier than his henchmen.
Yeah.
That's a good villain right there.
Yeah.
That's an amazing point.
Yeah.
You're right. I like Hans Gruber. I don't think I should like the guy too much. Like, I'm like, oh, Hans Gruber's cool, man. He's good. He killed me with that accent. You know, you're like,
you want to be like,
no, but he's the coke. Like he's intelligent though, and he knows what he's doing, whatever else. But, and he doesn't kill any of his own men.
No.
But
Clarence is like, can you fly, Bobby?
Bobby blew the fucking money. I don't know. It was as good as marked. He was a stupid asshole.
Yeah.
So
which is
what he's not. Now I would believe that Hans Gruber wouldn't sacrifice himself to save one of his henchmen.
No,
so if he had to leave one to die, it is because he doesn't.
Yes, I'm good him.
Yeah, because he's not overly upset when his guys die in Die Hard.
Right. He needs to. Yeah. Actually,
he's the king, right? He's sending out his pawns.
Yeah. It's chess for him.
It's chess.
Clarence is checkers. It's throw as much shit out as you can until I'm the last one standing. And that's a really good talk on there. I like that. Talking about the differences of villains and their motivations like that. Yeah, I like that.
I mean, I love Chris Miracle in this. He's just a great turd. He's just he is a cartoon villain kind of thing. Because if they wanted to make it almost more interesting as a character, they could have made him care about the daughter at the end, and then there was a bit more conflict with him or whatever, rather than just being, oh well, fuck it, and then so he's just a cartoon psychopath then, and that's it.
I actually like that though, because I would have been disappointed if he cared about the kid.
Yeah.
I would have been like, no, I don't want a nuanced character. It's going to sound weird. I don't want a nuanced character.
No, he's just a turd that needs killing, and he deserves it.
Now he's good. Now he's okay. Like, that's a weird.
It's been done to death as well, which is the thing.
All you needed was that glimmer of, oh shit, she's not lying, when he looks at the
yes, there's a moment.
That right there. He reminded me a lot of Sean Bean's character in the Bond movie where he's the villain.
GoldenEye.
Yeah, in GoldenEye. They kind of had that same like personality trait to him where they they had that like, you know, nice demeanor. They're a good looking guy type of thing, but they also like, fuck you, I'll kill you. I don't give a shit. You know, I'll torture you for a little while too, just to have fun. Because it's very James Bond kind of deaths in this. We're going to freeze you to death.
Oh yeah, totally over the top. Yeah.
And then we're going to leave you in woods, and it's going to be a crazy mom looking for her daughter. I'm like, fucking shoot them. Like, what is all of this? Shoot them, you know?
Yeah, he does have my favorite line. I was saying earlier though, whenever the guy's like, "Oh man, I think I'm dying." Yeah. Well, continue to die. It's just such a great villain moment. It's just, I don't give a fuck, you know. And that's just a total cartoon bad guy, but he's great because you hate him. And then epic bad guy death. And like anyone watching this, if you're a filmmaker, I want a return of the ridiculously over the top bad guy death, where it's like, you know, combine harvester, missile into a helicopter, whatever. You know, exploding bridge, falling into the flames, and all that. I like it, ridiculous like that. Like everything is trying too hard to be gritty and realistic now, but then forgetting the fun ridiculousness of it, and then it goes too far. And you know, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite bad guy death is probably from Dredd, because Dredd doesn't just like. She's like, she threatens him like, "Oh, if you kill me, everyone dies." Like, that's not gonna work from this height. And and then he gives her the slow mo and then does it. I'm like, that's awesome.
I want to watch Dredd again.
Yeah, it's an unceremonious death.
Yeah,
like, it's just you're an issue. Drop you.
I love it.
He adds that little bit of slow mo, which is just that little bit of now you're gonna, you know, feel what everyone else is
feeling every
you know.
inch.
I mean, that's the last movie that did it, Owen, that I can remember.
Right.
2012 or whatever.
I think so, yeah.
Has there been anything? I mean,
Universal Soldier is still my favorite death of all time. Sarge. I mean,
well, that's
ever going to be
Van
for me.
So it's
Sisu.
Sisu, yeah. But that's not an American.
No, it's not. Right? I mean, even
Bollywood movies have super crazy, weird ass, like outlandish stuff too.
Well,
so
they're copying the 80s and 90s still, so
right? Which is why it's good.
That's why they're good.
I think the movies I would have expected this more in would have been like the Nobody movies. Like that's the kind of one that I would have expected this big, like insane death at the end, not just a shootout. Now it is cool. He blows up the guy with a freaking, you know, claymore faced away from him, but it's not that giant explosion like this movie. I know I had seen it, but still every time when he's dodging the cars, I'm like, this would be a perfect time for the body of the bad guy to land on the hood of the car. That's the insanity I'm waiting for in this one. Milo's a great death.
Falling into the helicopter blades is so satisfying. And then he dances a little jig.
Just do a little jig in the lights. Love it.
And that's also Shane Black, right? So
well, it's also Rennie Harlan too, right?
And Rennie, oh shit!
No, it was Tony Scott.
Oh, Tony Scott, you're right. Yeah, Tony Scott.
How dare you, sir?
Oh,
come on. Fine.
Rewind.
I don't care. I stand by my mistakes. We watch a lot of movies, guys. Again,
I know, that's the thing. When people are like, "Oh, you did a typo there," or whatever else, and I'm like, "You watch as much as I fucking watch it, write as much as I write. If you do." Yeah. But Caesar 2 are incredible. Yeah. I mean,
I need to still watch it. Yeah.
Caesar 2 is just awesome. Anyway, it's one of my favorites of this year.
It's
really good. Rennie Harlan directed 2 classic Christmas actions.
Well, Die Hard 2 and
Die Hard in this, So, I'm actually going to watch. Everyone, when we talk about our favorite Christmas action movies, nobody ever really mentions Lethal Weapon, the first one. And like Lethal Weapon is a Lethal Weapon and Die Hard for me, and Lethal Weapon on 4K is great as well.
So I got the steel book of that.
I watch them both every Christmas.
Yeah,
that's tradition.
Even one of the girls at the office today, one of the new girls, shout out to Lena at the office. She said, "Oh, and she says it's nearly December. It's almost time to watch Die Hard." And I was like, "You can stay here. You're all right. Promote this lady."
You need to carry little business cards, and when someone does something, it's like you are now a member of the Action Elite.
Yes, well, I already hand them out to the office anyway, and I'm just like,
there you go. And then if they say something stupid, give me the card back.
Yeah. You don't get that anymore.
Take them off. So I posted. I can't post it on Owen's chat, but I posted on my chat, and I posted a poll for the rating of this movie. So I only have 6 votes, but
6 more than I usually get.
I got so Okay, so I only gave the options of 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5, 3 out of 5, or 2 out of 5. You can't have 5 options.
Right.
So somebody did vote 2 out of 5. Somebody voted 3 out of 5. Somebody voted 4 out of 5, and 2 put 5 out of 5.
Whoever voted for 2 should be burned.
Like, how is it 2 out of 5? I don't know if that person
and the 3 out of 5. Like,
that's just a troll. It's just an idiot.
Like, I'm not sure. Like, how did you get to 2? Because that would seem. I mean, I can't foresee anyone giving this less than a 4. I would just give it a 5. But I mean, I guess a 4 would be acceptable if you're trying to be more like, well,
if you're
could have been a little bit shorter, or could have picked up the pace a little bit, and I don't know. You can make up bullshit. Like, somebody said this. It was for the Godzilla 2000 audio commentary. So whoever was running the commentary on Godzilla 2000, they said you could pick up a movie and shake 10 minutes out of it. Yeah. Like you could do that with almost any movie, right? Like pick it up and shake it, and 10 minutes fall away, and you still got the same, the same thing, right? But I mean, other than really picking it apart, like, I don't know how this, unless
good story, good characters, good scripts,
yeah, like story's pretty good,
good action scenes, what's not like, troll, exactly, some
troll. I don't know, but that's well, usually they would call, like, RR like messaged me privately when he saw you post. So Owen, whenever Owen posted this, he messaged me. He's like, "Oh man, I love this movie." I was like, this massive paragraph on X. I said, RR, it's like, I said, yeah, I know, it's awesome. I said, we're doing it, whatever. He's like, I won't be there. I was like, it's okay. Like, it's fine.
It's all right. You're here in spirit, RR.
We still love you, RR. It's fine. You're one of the good ones.
You're one of the good ones. He's fine.
You get a card.
He's like, I won't be there. Oh, he's on like full different time. Christmas Action Masterpiece. Yeah. Christmas. Yeah, so this is I forgot this was Christmas. I didn't really think of this one.
Well, Shane Black, so of course it's Christmas. So Shane Black is involved, it's Christmas. So it's always like, I had a complete subject change. I gotta remember the website. There was a website there yesterday I saw. I can't remember the name of. I must find it, right. And it had a list of the worst movies of all time, because this fucking piece of shit knows what it is. And they actually had First Blood Part 2 on there, and I was like, you should be fucking killed for that. Like, literally no trial, no jury, just straight to execution. It's like, fuck you.
These so a lot of these, okay, I've been seeing this. Well, are we've pretty much satisfied. Have we satisfied Long Kiss Goodnight? Is there anything?
I think so. Yeah, we all love it at the end.
Yeah, we're good.
I mean, I actually can't think of anything bad. No. At all. Like,
let me see the worst.
Yeah, so I was just Googling it to see if I could find it too. I mean, it's not Rotten Tomatoes, right?
No.
Is it Variety?
Joe Blow. We always hate,
because it was new. It showed up on MSN.
Well, while you're searching for that, a lot of these lists that I see pop up from time to time, whether it's best, worst, or rankings, they're all a bunch of fake hot take rankings. Like, nobody thinks that Rambo 2, like First Blood Part 2, is a bad movie. And if they do, then they're not paying attention to movies, and their opinions don't really mean anything.
No, their opinions is as worthless as their life. Yeah.
How could it be one of the worst? Like, you can't.
You need to watch more movies for a start.
Yeah, you can't throw that in there. Like, I mean, when you're saying worst movies, what do you mean? Like, again, I got to do this. Define worst. Like,
what are you comparing it to? Like, if that's the worst movie, what's your comparable? You almost need to know what's your best one.
Like, give me 5 great. So if you're doing the worst movies and you're saying action, okay, tell me 5 great action movies. And if Born Supremacy is one of them, then I'm like, okay, you're not.
Yeah.
Well, you need to get involved in the story and all that. It's like, it's called action movies. It's not called story movies.
Yeah,
right. It's like, what are you basing this?
Die Hard is a great story, but great action, great characters, great villains. So
yeah, like Die Hard. Yeah, the trick with Die Hard is that the bad guy's motivations, they don't get flipped, but they get flipped in the eyes of the audience. Like, you think that they're trying to get those guys rescued or whatever, like it's like a terrorist thing, but they're just actually really just.
It's a heist.
It's a heist, but you don't know that,
right?
Like you don't know, like when like John McClane knows, then so you're with John McClane. So the story, if I told you the story up front, then it wouldn't be a great story because I've already told it to you. So it's like, well, now you know what it is. But because you're in the position of John McClane and it's revealed to you as the movie goes, you're like, oh shit, oh crap, I didn't even. Yeah, they're just thieves. What the shit? You know, like you're realizing it with them. That's cool.
And they poke at it too when Holly's like, "You're just glorified, bank robbers." He goes, "We're exceptional bank robbers."
I mean, exceptional thief.
Exceptional thief.
Yeah, that's great, right? So that.
Yeah.
So the story is not as good as Seven Samurai, I guess. Like, what are you asking out of this movie? The story is good because in normal action movies, it's very straightforward in one line. Okay, these are the bad guy. I love Invasion USA. No one's going to give it a 10 out of 10 for story. It's literally they're invading. Like, that's it. Like,
but it's fucking badass and awesome.
Yeah,
it's not
so fucking awesome.
Movie.
Right?
Chuck Norris is basically Batman. He shows up behind the bad guys.
That he can really do that. But Die Hard ups it though. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Die Hard, it doesn't just Die Hard could have just been, they're just doing a heist, right? Yeah. But they didn't do it that way.
Exactly. The hilarious thing was though about that list, which I saw, is that they never gave any reasons. It just gave like it said this the movie and then the synopsis and then that was it. And I was like, okay, this is like AI slop. It's just some AI slop piece of shit website. That's probably not even a real person.
All AI read was top action and then some other tagline that it just went through and just grabbed names that would get, and also it could just be rage bait. Clicking.
It is.
It works because I'm going to fucking kill whoever it is.
Or they wrote a query and they looked for raspberries because Rambo, Rambo 2 did get 4 raspberry nominations. So it's possible. You didn't even see the friggin' movie. They just looked for what movie got the most raspberries.
That's very possible that they did there too, that's also a stupid scale to go off of, the raspberry things.
100% 100% clickbait.
Yeah, right? It absolutely is, because there's actually story in First Blood Part 2. There's some fucking emotion in this time.
It's still all about Vietnam and everything else, but people, I don't understand Rambo 2 a lot of the time. I think that they always just think that these movies like it's just it's gung ho blah 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 blah, and I was like, well, it's him trying to beat the monster in himself. That's the whole thing.
That's a generation thing that's happening now. They're demonizing everything that had to do with war and stuff like that in movies and television. We were bred on it. We grew up with it.
Yeah, but Rambo isn't pro-war. That's the thing. When people are like, Rambo 2 is pro-war and everything, I was like, no, he's there to rescue the people and whatever, and that's what he's doing. And it's because of the war. It's anti-war because look what it did to him. It destroyed them.
He uses the same tools against the people that are doing the atrocities, but a firm letter writing campaign is not going to have the same box office.
Exactly. A stern word from my senator.
Right. I don't understand this thought process, but also it's entertainment. It's escapism. If you're not entertained by it, fine, fucking quit watching them. But don't write an article. Don't write an article about it either.
Worst movie, even if the negatives of what you're saying were true for First Blood Part 2, which they're not true, but if they were true, it doesn't matter, because worst movie to me means every aspect of it is
badly made.
Right? Like the action is awesome. Even if you said First Blood Part 2, it's a shit story, it's pro-war, F this movie, but the action is awesome. Right there, you can't say it's one of the worst movies because it accomplished something great. It has to be a fail on every level. Like even this movie right now, if the first hour is boring and pissed, you're like, hurry up and just become Charlie so we can get this started. This is boring. I don't care about her stupid kid. I don't care about her husband. Obviously we don't say that, but even but then the last hour is awesome because then it's all the stuff with her. So even that wouldn't be considered the worst movie ever. Cutthroat Island. It has lots of great stunts and super spectacular action. The music is awesome. Yeah. So I have the CD. So how can that be ranked one of the worst movies ever when the people ranking this are either doing what Steve's saying or they're just like trolling. I saw a list, I saw this, I'll do it, 58 minutes Star Wars. I saw a Star Wars tier ranking list. It's clearly for clickbait and rage bait. They put Last Jedi above Empire Strikes Back.
Just kill them. I saw that yesterday. Empire ranked the Predator movies, and like they had fucking Prey and Badlands at 2 and 3, and then Predator 2 was like farther down. I was like, fuck off. I was like, these are the people that gave Attack of the Clones 5 stars, so Empire has no credibility at all.
So that's like, there's actually nobody alive that really believes Last Jedi is better than Empire Strikes Back.
No,
Empire Strikes
nobody
Back
who deserves to be alive anyway.
But Empire Strikes Back is considered one of the best films, not just as a Star Wars movie, but just in general
Ever made.
viewing.
Yeah.
Like Star Wars, Jedi does have its detractors, but Star Wars and Empire are considered some of the best films that have ever been made. Last Jedi, at obviously at worst, it's a total disastrous piece of shit. At best, it's a good-looking film that runs too long. That's the best critique I can give of it, right of that movie. So how can that be better? So it's just obviously Rambo. How's Rambo 2 one of the worst anythings?
Yeah.
But how is Predator 2 worse? Like how can the movie that expand the second movie of Predator
created the lore?
Created the lore, right? That's as soon as that came out. Now you're getting comics because people are like, that movie unlocked their imagination. Like, oh shit, there's other. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it created like a comic. I know
it created all of that.
But also, like, because it's probably the most violent of the franchise, these pussies today are probably, it's too violent for me. I'm more into Badlands because it's family friendly, and I'm like, fuck off.
YA Predator movie.
Yeah, YA Predator movie. That's what
it's going to be on the CW next week. That's
pretty much. Yeah, literally. Yeah, pish. And I've got myself annoyed now for no reason.
No, but that was fun. I got to see that. But you know what we've seen? I saw 100 best comic book artists. I saw that, and it's like, and they put like Frank Frazetta. I'm like, he's a painter. He doesn't do comic book artists. Is you draw sequential art in a comic book, not Frazetta who does only covers. It's like he's a cover artist or
and
a
even
painter.
his covers were paintings.
90%. They're all paintings. And is he? If you're saying is he one of the best painters? Hell yes. One of the comic book artists, like he's not. So they don't even know what that they don't even know what the term means.
You have no credibility when you don't even know what you're talking about.
Leonardo da Vinci, he didn't. He's an artist, but it's the article is not called best artist.
My favorite Ninja Turtle's named after him.
It's such a coincidence that he was named after a Ninja Turtle.
Everyone knows Donatello's the best Ninja Turtle.
Is he? I like all four. Does everyone know who the first Ninja Turtle drawn was?
No.
Oh,
I thought we did this already.
We did. It's Michelangelo. Yeah. That's why he's the last Ronin in that comic. Spoilers: they're all dead in Last Ronin except for
that I do know. Yeah, I'm going to get that actually.
Yeah,
so I've never read a Ninja Turtles comic. I grew up in the cartoon Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. It was called in the UK because ninjas are apparently too violent. Oh. Jesus.
Yeah. Obviously, they've never seen Ninja 3: The Domination, which has no violence in it whatsoever. It's a love story. So
that's right. No, exactly. So, all right, I think we'll just wrap it up there then. I think so. Next week we're going to be doing the year in action and going over all the highs and lows, and there's a few. Normally, I don't sort of talk about worst movies, but I know this year I think I will. But I've actually seen a ton of good movies this year. Most of them are international movies. Those are like my favorites, but some of them aren't even like out here yet. But, so that should be an interesting chat. So it's probably mostly going to be me talking shite next week because nobody's seen half of it. So,
Mister, that's not even available here yet, but I've seen it. So
yeah. I'm not saying I'm better than you, but speaking of which, I'm seeing Avatar on Monday. So I'll let you know how blue it is. Probably very blue.
Right.
Why don't they have? They should fight red guys or something. Like that.
I know, and it's like, I mean, I have very low expectations, but I'm going to go in. I might enjoy it. I do enjoy the other movies, despite being kind of generic and basically the same movie over and over again. I still enjoy them for what they are, and I'm expecting to enjoy it. But it's 3 hours and 17 minutes long. Like, James, come on.
You gotta stop it, man.
I gotta piss at some point. Like, I'm middle-aged. And particularly when he's got all that water around. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
It's probably too new to go on the website. When can I go pee? Like this website. Like,
that's a brilliant idea for a website. I wish I'd come up with that.
I know, it's so fucking brilliant.
That is brilliant.
Particularly just for middle-aged guys. Like us, it's like, oh no, I got maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours, then I gotta go.
Yep.
Yeah, I think you could probably go at any point because a lot of it is, he needs to edit himself.
Oh God.
Yeah. So, what's the word?
Self-indulgent.
Indulgent. That's what I was looking for. Yes.
Yeah. I'm creating guys, we're creating something special here. No, you're creating length.
Yeah, that's all it is. Yeah,
you're not
Unless
creating.
we're talking about a penis, that's not good.
Right. He doesn't have that circle of people that like curtail him in. Now everyone's like, yeah, James is brilliant. Yeah, James, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
No one's going, fucking cut it right there, man.
Yeah.
Just you're fired. Oh, fuck off. All right, fine.
There's a guy walks into a bar and there's a man sitting there drinking and he looks really sad. And on the table next to him is a foot long, like actual like guy playing a piano. So it's like a little miniature person playing a piano. And there's this guy next to him drinking. He's all upset. And they're like, why you look so upset? He's like, I met this genie. You know this one? He goes, yeah, I met a genie and I had one wish and I didn't wish for a 12-inch pianist.
Oh.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, no, I remember that. That's an oldie, but
It took me a second, but right as I was like, oh, I know where this is going. Okay.
The genie couldn't hear very well. So.
Does anybody have anything cool coming up in their streams over the next week?
Let's see. What do we got? Well, I already said we got Reindeer Games will be coming out probably next 2 Tuesdays from now. So we'll have that coming out. That'll be our Christmas episode for B Action.
Nice.
We're doing Brave Star on, so every Friday is Fantastic Four. And then this Sunday we're doing Brave Star.
I need to actually watch it. I've seen the movie and I grew up watching Brave Star, but I need to watch like all the episodes of it.
Do you remember the episode where this kid? Okay, so this is in the cartoon. We just covered it last or whenever.
Yeah, we talked about this. This is insane.
So it's a little kid who gets addicted to this drug. And then steals from his parents to buy the drug, begs his friends for it, goes through withdrawal, but then goes back to drugs, and then literally ODs and dies. And at the very end, Brave Star is standing next to the gravestone of the little kid. It's like, oh, drugs are bad. And I'm like, well, that was pretty crazy. This is literally
that's a kid's show.
This literally
that's our childhood, everyone.
Yeah, that's why we're all fucked today.
It's on YouTube. It's called The Price. It's absolute, and that's the one that we ended on last. I was like, we can't continue. I was like, we're gonna end on that one. That's the one. So if you want to see us cover that one, just go to my last Brave Star. It's in the playlist. Go to the last Brave Star thing. Go to the last half hour and watch us talk about. It's called The Price. You're like, what is happening right now? The kid died. He steals, gets addicted. He's going through withdrawal. He's like shaking and sweating and all this stuff, and then he just dies.
Like, mommy, what's going on? Never mind.
Yeah, they call the doctor. Brave Star's like, get Doc. And the Doc comes in on his like floating horse. It's like, never mind, don't call him.
He's dead, Jim.
He's dead. He's dead. Jim. He's dead, Jim. Yeah. And it's like
kids facing their own mortality on Saturday morning.
Master Brave Star. What happened to that boy, Master Brave Star?
Master Brave Star.
I like Fuzz.
I find him kind of annoying.
He's cute.
Could you imagine Orko at the end of Masters of the Universe if they would try to do something? Remember, kids, on this episode, we learned not to take drugs, otherwise you're going to fucking die.
You're going to die alone, and everyone will hate you.
In an alley.
In an alley. Rats eating your eyeballs.
And hookers will pee on you.
Until next time.
Stay out of trouble, kids, unless it's free drugs.
We're totally fine.
I always thought that I was surprised. Well, it wasn't like a huge hit. I think it only lasted like one season, didn't it?
It's just one season. Yeah, it's like 60.
Yeah, I always thought they could do like a cool movie of it, and you have somebody like Adam Beach or Lou Diamond Phillips or something. You're too old now, but they would have been great playing the character. Because he's Native American. I'd love to see a Native American action hero character.
Well, you won't see that because he's actually a character and badass. Yeah. So that is the antithesis.
They have to make him a woman now.
Yeah, it's the anti whatever of what they want. They just want the person to physically be in the movie. Yeah. Even if they're trash characters, they should. It's like, oh look, there's great representation. Not if the characters are garbage.
Yeah.
Right. Like Acolyte. It's like, oh, it's like we have an African American woman. It's like, yeah, but she sucks. So is that what you wanted? You wanted garbage representation, or do you want Billy D. Williams kick-ass representation? Right.
Samuel L. Jackson, Mace Windu representation.
Right.
Sam Jackson. He's awesome. Everyone likes him. It's like in this movie too, like whatever. It's like, yeah, have representation, but make the character good. I want good character representation. I don't care. I just watched Truck. We got to do Truck Turner at some point.
Yes, we'll do that in the new year. Yeah.
Because I just got the 4K of that. Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah. So we're going to do like the first one in January will be the most anticipated for next year. Then we'll do the Expendables 4 one we've been talking about, and then we'll do Truck Turner.
Yes. Make sure, John, make sure John can make it for
He has to
Expendables.
be available
He
for that.
has to be available.
We have a
because-
whole system for this.
Yeah.
Because you guys have seen it. John defends it, and I've not watched it yet.
I can't wait. I'm going to rewatch it.
Yeah. So I've only seen it once or twice. I remember the one time when I saw it in the cinema. The lights were dark. My dad fell. Mom was crying, and I got lost. So yeah, that was a good time. That's what I mostly remember of it.
And then he turned into Batman. I don't know where the whole thing was going.
And then the film ended, and I started crying. So.
I mean, well, yeah, that'll be. I'm gonna. I should gotta. I'll try to maybe rewatch.
I'm gonna rewatch it for sure.
I'll definitely. I have it on Blu-ray, so.
Yeah, I got the which I got for free. Sorry.
Give us free.
Yeah, I paid $50. I didn't pay the full price though, so
that's all right then. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't pay anything at all for Expendables 4, so I think I wouldn't have bought otherwise.
Yeah, I think I did buy it otherwise, just because I'm a goof. I'm like,
I get it though, because if you got to complete the franchise, it's like I bought every Terminator movie, even though there's not any good ones after the second one. So
yeah. I mean, I did.
I like Salvation.
I'm gonna do.
Salvation's okay.
It's the fake future. It's like
I don't care. I like it.
Look at this future. Oh, look, I can't wait for that to happen. Oh wait, it didn't happen. So what am I watching? It's the fake.
That's
future.
every Terminator movie.
Yeah. That's why you shouldn't have the future.
That's the problem. There shouldn't be Terminator movies after the second one. Like for me, the franchise really ended after part 2. The first 2 movies are pretty much perfect. So you can't improve perfection, so why bother? And then the third movie came along and it was practically a parody, and you're like, what? Why are you making jokes? Talk to the hand, and I'm like, what
is happening right
is
now?
This?
Didn't they actually film the ending to T2 as nothing happened and everyone fucking hated it and they scrapped it? Like there's old Linda Hamilton,
old Sarah Connor,
and John with his kid,
and they're in the park and they sort of live happily ever after.
Like that was actually filmed, and they went no.
It's on this. I spoke to Linda Hamilton about this at the Comic-Con when I met her a few years ago, and I said, "What is your favorite ending of that one?" And she said, I like the theatrical release of the movie. So that's my favorite version and my favorite ending. She said I didn't like the makeup at the end of the movie. I thought it was too fake looking. Yeah, and I didn't like it. She said the way I see it is always trust James Cameron, and we did, and the ending worked out much better than it was, where it was kind of more ominous, but still hopeful, and it just worked better because it kept with the tone of the rest of the movie. But it's an interesting tidbit watching like that end scene, as a deleted scene. But I'm glad they changed it to the ending that we got.
Oh, I prefer it. That was their intention, though, that this is the end of it. And, of course, they would have come up with some other way, but yet something got through.
You start muddying the waters, though. As soon as you start, anytime there's time travel, you start adding more and more. It's like, stop it. Like Back to the Future, there's 3 movies. That's perfect. Like 2 was even getting to where, like, I saw them all. I didn't see part 1. I didn't see part 1 in the theater. I was too young. I didn't know what it was, but I saw 2 and 3 in the theater with the whole family, and I could tell, like, I loved part 2, but I could tell that my grandfather was like, I don't know what's happening. He's lost, completely lost, doesn't understand any of it. My mom was all kind of like, yeah, that was good. I think it's like kind of got lost. I was like, I followed it perfectly. I understood exactly what was going on in every minute of the scene. Of the, and then part 3 is like,
you have a sugar-powered brain at that age where you're like, I can follow everything.
I can follow it perfectly. Well, he drew the line out and he explained
it. I can see through time.
Yeah, I can see it. But again, it gets muddy. It's like, okay, what? It's like, you know what? Let's just conclude this. Everything's happy at the end. Perfect. Terminator, they stopped it. It could happen again. Who knows? Maybe not. I don't know. It's hopeful. That's it.
It shouldn't have.
It shouldn't have continued. I don't mind part 3 just as a movie to throw on, but the
last 10 minutes are brilliant. And that's what redeems the movie for me. I love the ending of part 3 whenever the nukes launched. So the nukes get launched, but then it's like, but then 1 and 2 don't mean anything because you didn't stop anything. The nukes got launched anyway. Then the next movie is like, well, the nukes got launched, so it's a different future. Yeah, but it's the more generic looking future, not the future we saw. Yeah, I just want a movie with the opening scene of T2, basically. Like that's the future we want to see with the lasers, which we never get to see. Like, why are the guns crap in Salvation? That's the thing for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's the fake. Yeah. It's the fake. It's like the new future based on the part 3 because they delayed it.
I mean, I get that, but I do like I like that they tried to do that a little bit.
I don't hate it.
I like the big harvester robot things. I think those are cool.
Look, if that wasn't called, see, this was my Sean hype. I talked to him privately, but this was my Red Sonja Sean hype, where I'm like, if we saw Salvation out of context, and you're just like, check this cool movie out, you're like, shit, that was awesome, right? And then it's like, oh, that's Terminator 4. It's like, oh, I don't like that. That's literally what it's the same as Halloween 3. If you just watch these movies and it just pretend
Halloween 3 should just be called Season of the Witch.
The Witch.
And then everyone would have liked it. I love Halloween 3 anyway.
I enjoy the hell out of it. But.
Yeah, I love it too. Yeah.
Our friend Tom Atkins is in.
Yeah, our good friend. Yes, that is correct.
We go way back all the way.
He's not Charlie's friend though, so.
No, yeah.
Didn't care to go meet you. He drove to my house to meet me, so I got.
I had some hot takes about Night of the Creeps, and he just,
and that was it.
Oh my god, that scared me. I was like, no, I love that.
I love Night of the Creeps.
That actually got me. I was like, what? I was like, no.
You take that back.
Take it back. No, Night of the Creeps. Oh my god, no way. I love that movie. But anyways, yeah.
So next week it's the final stream of this year. So we're going to do the year in action. So we're looking forward to chatting about that. So we will see you all in. If you have watched, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week. And remember, you are the Action Elite.